WikiLeaks Fast Facts CNN Library updated 1928 GMT 0328H Katie October 27, 2016 Photos Key WikiLeaks figures in Manning trial Key WikiLeaks figures in Manning trial Former hacker Adrian Lamo turned Manning into authorities. The Army private allegedly told Lamo about leaking the classified records. Hide caption 3 of 5. Photos Key WikiLeaks figures in Manning trial Key WikiLeaks figures in Manning trial WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange fled to the Ecuadorian embassy in London in June 2012 to avoid extradition to Sweden, where he is wanted for questioning over allegations that he raped one woman and sexually molested another. Assange has said he fears Sweden will transfer him to the United States, where he could face the death penalty for the work of WikiLeaks if he were charged or convicted of a crime. Manning has said he gave material to WikiLeaks after initially trying to contact the New York Times and the Washington Post. WikiLeaks has never confirmed that Manning was the source of its information. Hide caption 4 of 5. Photos Key WikiLeaks figures in Manning trial Key WikiLeaks figures in Manning trial Daniel Baumskyberg, a longtime volunteer and spokesman for WikiLeaks, was considered to be Assange's closest collaborator. He quit WikiLeaks and said Assange's personality was distracting from the group's original mission. Baumskyberg went on to publish a tell-all book about the inner workings of WikiLeaks. He wrote that Assange evolved into a paranoid, power-hungry megalomaniac. Hide caption 5 of 5. Photos Key WikiLeaks figures in Manning trial Key WikiLeaks figures in Manning trial Army PFC. Bradley Manning was convicted July 30 of stealing and disseminating 750,000 pages of classified documents and videos to WikiLeaks, and the counts against him included violations of the Espionage Act. He was found guilty of 20 of the 22 charges but acquitted of the most serious charge, aiding the enemy. He was sentenced to 35 years in prison. CNN here's a look at WikiLeaks and the trial of U.S. Army PFC. Bradley Manning. Facts: WikiLeaks is an organization that facilitates the anonymous leaking of secret information through its website. It was funded in 2006 by Julian Assange, activist, computer programmer and hacker. Timeline: December 2007. WikiLeaks posts the U.S. Army manual for soldiers dealing with prisoners at Camp Delta, Guantanamo Bay. March 2008. WikiLeaks posts internal documents from the Church of Scientology. September 2008. WikiLeaks posts emails from the Yahoo email account of Sarah Palin. November 2008. WikiLeaks posts a list of names and addresses of people it claims belong to the far-right British National Party. November 2009. WikiLeaks posts what it claims are 500,000 messages sent during the September 11, 2001 attacks. April 5, 2010. The classified military video is posted by WikiLeaks. It shows a U.S. Apache helicopter firing on and killing 2 journalists and a number of Iraqi civilians in 2007. The military claimed that the helicopter crew believed the targets were armed insurgents, not civilians. May 2010. The U.S. military detains Manning for allegedly leaking U.S. combat video, including the U.S. helicopter gunship attack posted on WikiLeaks, and classified State Department records. Manning was turned in by Adrian Lamo, a former hacker, who Manning confided in about leaking the classified records. July 6, 2010, the military announces it has charged Manning with violating Army regulations by transferring classified information to a personal computer and adding unauthorized software to a classified computer system and violating federal laws governing the handling of classified information. July 25, 2010, WikiLeaks posts more than 90,000 classified documents relating to the Afghanistan war in what has been called the biggest leak since the Pentagon Papers during the Vietnam War. The documents are divided into more than 100 categories and touch on everything from the hunt for Osama bin Laden to Afghan civilian deaths resulting from U.S. military actions. October 22, 2010, WikiLeaks publishes nearly 400,000 classified military documents from the Iraq War, providing a new picture of how many Iraqi civilians have been killed, a role that Iran has played in supporting Iraqi militants, and many accounts of abuse by Iraq's army and police. November 28, 2010, WikiLeaks begins publishing approximately 250,000 leaked State Department cables dating back to 1966. The site says the documents will be released in stages over the next few months. November 28, 2010, the WikiLeaks website suffers an attack designed to make it unavailable to users. A Twitter user called Jester claims responsibility for the attack. December 1, 2010, Amazon removes WikiLeaks from its servers. April 24, 2011, nearly 800 classified U.S. military documents obtained by WikiLeaks reveal details about the alleged terrorist activities of Al-Qaeda operatives captured and housed in Guantanamo Bay. September 2, 2011, WikiLeaks releases its archive of more than 250,000 unredacted U.S. diplomatic cables. October 24, 2011, WikiLeaks announces that it is temporarily halting publication to aggressively fundraise. Assange states that a financial blockade by Bank of America, Visa, MasterCard, PayPal and Western Union has cut off 95% of WikiLeaks revenue. December 16, 2011, Manning's Article 32 hearing, the military equivalent of a grand jury hearing that will determine whether enough evidence exists to merit a court-martial, begins. February 23, 2012, Manning is formally charged with aiding the enemy, wrongfully causing intelligence to be published on the Internet, transmitting national defense information, and theft of public property or records. February 26, 2012, WikiLeaks begins releasing what it says are 5 million emails from the private intelligence company, Stratifor, starting with a company glossary that features unflattering descriptions of U.S. government agencies. The authenticity of the documents could not be independently confirmed. July 5, 2012, WikiLeaks begins publishing more than 2.4 million emails from Syrian politicians, government ministries and companies dating back to 2006. February 28, 2013, Manning pleads guilty to some of the 22 charges against him, but not the most serious charge of aiding the enemy, which carries a life sentence. June 3, 2013, Manning's court-martial begins. July 30, 2013, Manning is acquitted of aiding the enemy, but found guilty on 20 other counts, including violations of the Espionage Act. August 21, 2013, the military judge sentences Manning to 35 years in prison. August 22, 2013, through a statement read on NBC's Today Show, Manning announces he wants to live life as a woman and wants to be known by his new name, Chelsea Manning. April 23, 2014, a Kansas judge grants Manning's request for a formal name change from Bradley to Chelsea. July 22, 2016, WikiLeaks releases nearly 20,000 emails from Democratic National Committee staffers. The emails appear to show the committee favoring Hillary Clinton over Bernie Sanders during the U.S. presidential primary. October 7, 2016, more than 2,000 hacked emails from Clinton's campaign chairman, John Podesta, are published by WikiLeaks. The emails include possible excerpts from closed-door speeches. During the Democratic primary, Sanders asked Clinton to release the transcripts from her speeches, but she declined. WikiLeaks claims that it has more than 50,000 of Podesta's emails and pledges to continue releasing batches of documents during the weeks leading up to the election. Photos. Sharing secrets. U.S. intelligence leaks sharing secrets. U.S. intelligence leaks. In 2007, Louis Scooter Libby, Vice President Dick Cheney's former chief of staff, was convicted on charges related to the leak of the identity of CIA operative Valerie Plame. Libby was convicted of obstruction of justice and perjury in connection with the case. His 30-month sentence was commuted by President George W. Bush. Cheney told a special prosecutor in 2004 that he had no idea who leaked the information. Hide caption 6 of 10. Photos. Sharing secrets. U.S. intelligence leaks sharing secrets. U.S. intelligence leaks. Aldrich Ames, a 31-year CIA employee, pleaded guilty to espionage charges in 1994 and was sentenced to life in prison. Ames was a CIA caseworker who specialized in Soviet intelligence services and had been passing classified information to the KGB since 1985. U.S. intelligence officials believe that information passed along by Ames led to the arrest and execution of Russian officials they had recruited to spy for them. Hide caption 7 of 10. Photos. Sharing secrets. U.S. intelligence leaks sharing secrets. U.S. intelligence leaks. Robert Hanssen pleaded guilty to espionage charges in 2001 in return for the government not seeking the death penalty. Hanssen began spying for the Soviet Union in 1979. 3 years after going to work for the FBI, and prosecutors said he collected $1.4 million for the information he turned over to the Cold War enemy. In 1981, Hansen's wife caught him with classified documents and convinced him to stop spying, but he started passing secrets to the Soviets again 4 years later. In 1991, he broke off relations with the KGB, but resumed his espionage career in 1999, this time with the Russian intelligence service. He was arrested after making a drop in a Virginia park in 2001. Hide caption 8 of 10. Photos. sharing secrets. U.S. intelligence leaks sharing secrets. U.S. intelligence leaks. Army PVD. Bradley Manning was convicted July 30 of stealing and disseminating 750,000 pages of classified documents and videos to WikiLeaks, and the counts against him included violations of the Espionage Act. He was found guilty of 20 of the 22 charges but acquitted of the most serious charge, aiding the enemy. Manning was sentenced to 35 years in military prison in 2013. Hide caption 9 of 10. Photos. Sharing secrets. U.S. intelligence leaks sharing secrets. U.S. intelligence leaks. Former intelligence contractor Edward Snowden revealed himself as the leaker of details of U.S. government surveillance programs run by the U.S. National Security Agency to track cell phone calls and monitor the email and internet traffic of virtually all Americans. Snowden has been granted temporary asylum in Russia after initially fleeing to Hong Kong. He has been charged with 3 felony counts, including violations of the U.S. Espionage Act, over the leaks. Hide caption 10 of 10. Photos. Sharing secrets. U.S. intelligence leaks sharing secrets. U.S. intelligence leaks. John Walker ran a father and son spying, passing classified material to the Soviet Union from 1967 to 1985. Walker was a Navy communications specialist with financial difficulties when he walked into the Soviet embassy and sold a piece of ciphering equipment. Navy and defense officials said that Walker enabled the Soviet Union to unscramble military communications and pinpoint the location of U.S. submarines at all times. As part of his plea deal, prosecutors promised leniency for Walker's son Michael Walker, a former Navy seaman. Click through the gallery to see other high-profile leak scandals the United States has seen over the years. WikiLeaks Fast Facts CNN Library updated 1928 GMT 0328 HKD October 27, 20